Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown of the Cowboys taking on the Steelers. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe right now so you can get all the updates from Just My Picks on the YouTube circuit. Without any further ado, let's get right into the action. Coming into this game, the Dallas Cowboys are red hot. One of the best teams in the NFL. You're looking overall at Dakota Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, what they're doing over there on the Cowboys side. Jerry Jones is steady stirring the pot about Tony Romo when I don't think he needs to bring back Tony Romo as a starter at all. On the Steelers side, Big Ben and company have been struggling. A couple of games without Big Ben. He did come back last week, but the Baltimore Ravens were still victorious in his return. Overall, I think the Steelers can right the ship. They have to run the ball better. They're in the bottom five stat-wise as far as running the ball with Le'Veon Bell late in games. So you got to do something to pick that up. D'Angelo Williams is dinged up. Le'Veon Bell is pretty healthy. So I think you're going to be able to run the football a little bit more if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. The offensive line is going to be key here for the Dallas Cowboys in this game. The defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers is a bend and don't break system defense. They don't have a lot of stars on defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have a couple of good guys that are average, a little bit above average as far as, but they don't have any top tier NFL defensive player. You look at attacking the middle of that defense. They get soft on that defense very quickly as far as being able to tackle well. If you thump them in the mouth with the offensive lineman and you continuously push, the Dallas Cowboys can run the ball against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The secondary is very questionable for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the safety play as well. They get caught in several different coverages where they're not supposed to be. They get burnt and exposed a couple of times. So I think that the Dak Prescott and company are going to be able to do a lot of things off play action. Ezekiel Elliott, as long as he comes into these games and follow his blockers and does what he needs to do as far as running the ball, as we've seen him do almost all year long, as always, I think that they're going to be very successful against this team. The Steelers' defense needs a lot of work. The offense is the only saving grace for the Steelers because Antonio Brown, he can go off at any time. As long as he has Big Ben in the pocket throwing him the football, that's going to be big. I think that the Steelers' offensive line needs to protect Big Ben a little bit more, and Big Ben has to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker. A lot of these injuries that he's facing are from prolonged plays where he doesn't get the ball away in time. And you got to keep in mind, 6 seconds is a lot of seconds for offensive linemen to be blocking and not get any penalties as far as holding, as far as cut blocking or anything like that, and chipping. It's a long time. So Big Ben has to get the ball out. The Steelers wide receivers have to get separation, and especially all the other receivers not named Antonio Brown, because Antonio Brown gets separation. It's just by the time he's separated from certain plays, Big Ben is down on the ground getting sacked. So I'm picking in this football game the Dallas Cowboys to win. I think that Ezekiel Elliott is going to be too much on the ground for the Steelers. I could see him possibly getting a $152 touchdowns in this one early, and I think that overall it's going to be too much Dallas Cowboys in this game against the Steelers. So all you Cowboys fans, all you Steelers fans, leave your comments in the comment section below, and also check out Just My Picks on YouTube at all times. You can look at the archive and see some of the greatest picks we have in the history and some of our greatest debates. And as always, we want to see you next week. Share this video in your sports group on Facebook so we can debate with you each and every week. Thank you so very much. We'll see you next week.